Greetings. Today was a long day, and it feels like a long 2 weeks. I've been working overtime at my company, and we were trying to get everything set up for our employees at the office, but due to shipping delays and everything like that, some of our equipment didn't show up till today. And I know at times I can be OCD and a control freak, but when it's my role and stuff I need to set up and do, I would like to do it how I see fit, especially when I'm the one left to do it all and it's just me. So whenever what just really sucks is I feel like I was doing my job and I was trying to get everything done my way, not to distract people and everything. And so we got 85 new monitors, and I asked the team to help the people working in the office to help me bring it in, and asked them to put it in the office away from people where people weren't working, so I'd be able to do all my inventory and start assigning things to people and do it at my own pace where I feel most comfortable, since this is going to be my role. And I don't know who said it, but people started moving stuff everywhere, and it kind of is off-putting when you're expected to do everything, yet people are doing stuff for you, and it's just like, well, how am I supposed to even know the quantity of how many things we got? How do I know if something's not stolen or someone took something? And how am I supposed to do inventory? Like, you can't move stuff and put stuff out on the sales floor or your company floor without inventorying it first. That's like the big thing. And I feel like a lot of the people there made me feel as though I was overreacting or being too controlling, but and I see their point, like they can help me out, but I didn't ask for help. Like, I wanted to do this myself. I wanted to set everything up, and I know 85 monitors can be a lot, but I was granted overtime to do this stuff, so I really wanted to take that opportunity to work and be able to get everything done at my own pace. And so that was one thing. And I just didn't want, it's like putting presents in front of little kids and telling them not to open it. Like, that's why I wanted to have it away from the employees, so people wouldn't pester me to get everything set up. And we already have a workstation for them available, and I was just trying to do it at my own pace. And I do see both sides. Like, people want to get on things, but at the same time, like, I've done a lot. I've done a lot this past week and weekend. I came and worked overtime hours Saturday and Sunday to try to get everything ready, and unfortunately we had delays, which changed a bunch of things. And I've spoken about this in one of my other videos. Due to COVID, I have fears going into the office and people being safe and everything. So we have an office space available that no one was using, and so that was offered to me and to feel more comfortable. And because we were moving everything around and just in a busy time frame right now, I have my current desk that I haven't moved out of and that office space, which I've moved all of my old tech into, and I've cleaned it up. But the thing is my second issue is I have the person working there. He's the most sarcastic person you'll ever meet, the most off-putting, most disrespectful person ever, and it's like just allowed because that's who he is and how he is, and having someone talk to me and just put me down and make me feel less than, or make me feel like I'm a child, or just dehumanizing me when they're like, I never make remarks singling them out, and it's like they always make remarks singling me out and just ridicules, and it just really does not make me feel welcome, because we have times where we'll go out and eat or go out for a drink, and it's just with that person there, it does not make me feel comfortable to be myself, because I always feel like I need to have my walls up and not be too relaxed, or I'm gonna get a ridicule or sarcasm thrown at me that really just hurts my heart, you know? So with that, I was offered an office space, and because the time frame and everything has been so crazy, I haven't really moved in, because I have the desk I'm on's literally a fold-out desk. It's a mini desk. I have no drawers. Like, I don't even have anything to store any of my files, any of my like personal items there in that office. So I've been going and keeping everything at my current desk because everything's just been so busy. And the person in the office on that side, he made a comment saying that I don't need to have 2 different spaces for all of my things, and I need to pick one thing. And it's just like, I asked him for some drawers to store my things, and he said I could only take one. Well, one's not gonna allow me to store anything, especially when I don't even have a real desk, you know? So how can I even claim the office as mine as when it's not even furnished? You know, I had to build the office myself. It's still being built. I haven't personalized it. I haven't even like put my equipment in or done any of that stuff. I've been working my butt off doing overtime, and to have someone say that they're going to talk to my supervisor about only needing one area, it's just like, do you not see how much I've done and how busy I am? And it just feels like a tax to me. And it is a tax. You know, when someone keeps coming at you after you've already told them their sarcasm isn't welcomed, it's not professional, it's just like, how many more remarks can they say and being snarky until you're finally just like, you know what? I don't really care, you know? Like, keep talking. Just like, how I don't get how I'm supposed to be the bigger person when someone's allowed to just dehumanize me. And the thing is there's people at the office that have really pushed me up and has said such an amazing job I'm doing, but this one person brings me down. And maybe I shouldn't give them all that power, or but I don't really think I'm giving them power when they're just being mean, you know? So this week's been a lot of up and downs, but I feel like it went on a really big down. And unfortunately, I work with my dad. And the people at the office have been people he's worked with for years. They were even his friends. And it just really infuriates me that my dad allows his friend and colleague to talk to me with such disrespect. And he may not at times think he's being mean because of the things he says in front of him, but when my father is not around, I get scared to be around Josh. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel welcomed. And I think at times I can ask for some things that are just like, Nikki, calm down. But it's like, I already have a lock on my door, but it's the universal lock to every door. And my dad was going to be getting locks for our inventory closet. And I was like, well, if you're getting locks, could you get another lock for my office where it's not the same as everybody else's? And my dad was saying that that's a lot to ask. And it's just like, you can say no if you want. Like, you already said you were going to the store. I was gonna ask. If you don't want to, by all means, that's fine. And if I need to install it, I'll install it. But he was saying how other people in the office don't have locks on their doors, and it's just like, well, you can say no if you want. I already have a lock on my door. It would just be nice. And the thing is I feel like I've done a lot, and if the answer is no, that's fine. I'm not gonna keep pushing. It's just like, you were already doing it. I was gonna ask to see if that'd be available to me, but since it wasn't, that's fine. I'm not gonna like keep pushing. I'm not gonna go behind anyone's backs or anything like that, but why not just ask if you have the opportunity, you know? So today was just crazy because I felt like people were making me feel like I was being controlling, but it's my role, it's my equipment that was left in my hands. And yes, my team did help me bring it into the office, but I still need to do my job, and I still need to inventory it. I can't just let people break open boxes and start setting stuff up without inventorying. Like, I feel like that's just common sense, and I was just made to feel like I was overreacting or being controlling, and it just doesn't make me feel good because I didn't feel like I was being, because if it's your role, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job, you know? And I just broke my necklace. Like, I'm not going to tell anyone to do their job. And I just don't. I'm tired. I'm sad. I felt less than. And it's just like, how and why am I supposed to tell someone how they're supposed to speak to me? And that guy, Josh, he was saying how if I was his employee that he'd be nicer, and I told him in front of everyone, I was like, no, you wouldn't. You still wouldn't have respect for me. Like, even if I was on your team, and technically I am on your team, I'm your coworker, I'm on your team. You should treat me with respect. You shouldn't be sarcastic to me. You shouldn't be sarcastic to anyone here at the office. You should be professional, treat people with respect. Even I've talked to him and other people have said stuff countless times, and it's just like, I don't want to go to HR, but like, you need to stop talking to me as though you're better than me just because you're older and you're a man. And I know I don't have the exec title or a director title or anything like that, but I don't need that to be treated with respect. I don't need a title to not be sarcastic to. I don't need that. And one of the main reasons I haven't officially moved into the office, not only because I don't have furniture or anything suitable for me to put my stuff in, but I don't feel comfortable in his office. Like, I don't feel welcomed. I don't want to be in there all day. I don't want to walk past him. I don't want to have conversations with him because I'm scared I'm going to have a snide-ass comment come my way, and it's like as soon as I say something back, I'm the one that's disrespectful. And it's just like, how many times can I let you insult me and say stuff in front of not only my dad, the CEO, and my boss before I start getting pissed? You know? And it sucks because working with family, you know, that's never a smart idea. But it's just like, do I really want this guy and want to give him the capability of having me leave this job? But at the same time, it's just like, allowing someone to talk to me like that, and the thing is I don't want to be the bigger person when someone is insulting me or dehumanizing me. Now that right there is just, I can be the bigger person at times, but just having and allowing someone to just drag you down and say anything they want to me, that's at times my kryptonite, because I have a voice and I'm not afraid to use it, especially when people start being mad disrespectful. I'm not gonna be nice anymore. I'm gonna be snarky as well. And I just don't get why it can't be a professional setting, you know, and why it's allowed for him to talk to me like that. It just sucks. And it was my mother's birthday today, and when I got home, I started talking to my father about Josh, saying like, what's the deal and everything. And my father was defending him, and my father was saying like, well, I haven't heard him be rude to you, or I haven't heard him say this, this, and this. It's just like, I've come to my dad about 2 to 3 times now where Josh has made me cry. And I have talked to my dad about it. I even talked to my boss about it. And I told him I appreciated it when he stuck up for me. But the thing is like, You shouldn't need to stick up for your employee. You should tell this person to stop being patronizing and antagonistic and just be respectful, because if you're gonna be one of the boys, that's the thing. Don't treat me like one of the boys. If the boys don't get respected, then I don't want to be one of the boys. I want to be one of the people who get respected. Like, I'm fine with not being a boy. I don't want to hang out with this person. I want it to be professional. And it shouldn't matter if the person's drinking or sober. You should still be professional to your colleagues. When you're not, that's the biggest issue. So being patronized and then being questioned on my work ethic and how I'm going about things, it's just like, do you not see all the things I do and have done and am still doing? And today was my mom's birthday, and I came home, got in an argument with my dad. I started crying because it's just like, why would you let your coworker or friend talk to your daughter like that? Why is that not an issue for you, you know? And I got really upset. And the thing is I don't want to be the person that cries and then people start feeling bad for you because you have a tear fall down from your freaking eye. I don't want to guilt people into feeling bad for me. If you don't feel bad for me from what I've said, then so be it. You know? It is what it is then. But just because I cry shouldn't mean you all of a sudden care, you know? Don't be supportive when I start crying. I don't want you to support me if you just feel bad because I'm crying, you know? And I already have a pretty rocky relationship when it comes to my family. I don't know where I was going with that. I have a pretty rocky relationship when it comes with my family, so I'm not really at my parents' house a lot, and I don't want them to support me just because they feel bad. If you don't support me, then so be it. Who cares? But it just really sucked because I go home, cry for my mom's birthday. I just feel really drained. And what sucks is I don't want to be seen as a woman, and then honestly maybe I should just not give a fuck if I am a woman. Like, I'm a woman. Treat me with respect. Women should not have a negative connotation. That should not be negative. But people assume women are emotional, but it's just like, don't be a dick. Don't be mean and just put me down in front of my colleagues, and maybe then I won't get my feelings hurt, you know? And so I was saying I already have a rocky relationship with my parents and my family, but I'm working with my dad and everything like that, so it's just like working with your family is not it, you know? And do I really want to put in my 2 weeks for this job just because this guy and and I know maybe it's just a pretty bad day today. I almost got into a terrible car accident too. And I honestly wanted to chuck something at this bitch's window. Like, I was so close to hitting her. I'm surprised I didn't, because I was going and making a U under the highway, and she just pulls right in front of me as soon as I'm starting to go around, and I just lay on my horn and get right next to her and just start. Today was not good, as you can tell. And I just really wanted to like chuck something at her window. And maybe that's my anger issues and just things from earlier, but today was just it felt like I tried to do a lot of things and tried to go above and beyond, and it just didn't matter. And I know that I've received a lot of praise and stuff this past week, but that, again, a lot of that praise, or I guess it wasn't, but a lot of it, or most of it, was from my colleagues that flew in. But being left with the people that are here that allow me to get talked to like that, it's just, I can't even tell you. And I don't want to leave the company, you know, because I feel like I've done really good for myself and I've tried to work really hard, but at the same time, I'll always work hard at another company, and I just don't know what my intentions are or whatnot. I just needed to talk about it because it's okay to feel how I feel. My emotions are valid. But it just sucks being questioned. And being patronized. So that was my day. I was told I could get additional overtime this week, but I just feel exhausted and unwanted. So when I feel unwanted, it doesn't really make me want to work or go above and beyond. Especially when my new office is going to be in Josh's side of the office. It makes me scared. Alright, I'm gonna go. I feel like I keep humming the same tune, and so I'm gonna smoke. I'm honestly really sad for December because I'm gonna have to stop smoking like the end of November. And I'm just really scared of what's to come with everything. But besides all of that, it was a good day. Very busy and tiring and exhausting. But it was decent. Other than getting in close to an accident, getting my car smashed up. Besides crying at my mom's birthday and fighting with my dad. Besides being questioned about my work and how I'm running my things by someone who and besides being insulted in front of my superiors. Today is a good day to just sit in the dark. And y'all probably don't want to see that, so bye. This is my channel. I don't fucking know.